Good morning, children. How are you today, Still part of this complete breakfast? I always love that as a piece of advertising nonsense. It's like, hey, we've produced something that's not actually nourishing, but if you eat it with, like, human food, you know, your kid will probably be okay. They won't have some kind of sugar fit. I don't know what a Final Fantasy VII stream is. I'm assuming that's something to do with the new one or something, and not like just someone streaming like Final Fantasy VII again. Okay. Okay. Alright. Some days you get to start with something like Flashback, other days you get to start with something called Freddy's Rescue Roundup. I mean, milk's fine enough, provided they're not like lactose intolerant or some shit, but like, you know, just a fucking goddamn mountain of sugar is just not great. You know. It does, it trying to get a kid to focus when they're in the middle of either a sugar high or a sugar crash is an uphill battle, you know? Okay, where are we? Press Y to continue or N to exit to DOS. This big blue thing, I think, is that's your problem. Everything that sucks has been so far related to something to do with Big Blue. Okay, so I can touch those chickens, that's good. Can I jump? I don't know if I can jump. I think just my little... I mean, on the plus side, at least, I don't just fucking... Oh, okay. I mean, there's something going on up there, and I don't know if that's... you know, gonna be... conducive to life. Alright, well, that didn't kill me, that's nice. Wait. Come on. Okay, so how do I... Okay, hopefully that'll come down. Alright, good. Come on, you little bugger. Whatever. Like, I'm assuming I'm not allowed to touch that. Alright, well, whatever. Ah, penis! Robot got me, fuck you! How'd it decide to fucking, I don't know, not come after me? That was some bullshit. What's this thing down here? Like, I feel like I skipped something by not... It's nothing, that's what I fucking get. Okay, so... maybe if I get it to come down here after me... I mean, that could look less like a robot, I suppose. Okay. Now what? Now do I go into one of these fucking doors? Is that it? Nope. Am I supposed to touch the robot now? I don't think I'm supposed... like, why would I have to touch the robot? That's fucking stupid. I mean, there's a thing up here. Am I supposed... is that the doorway? Oh. Right. Freddy's Rescue Roundup. I mean, there was more of a game there than I was expecting, so, I mean, fuck, look at that. Robot gotcha. Robot gotcha. We're not on face cam, are we? Freddy's Rescue Roundup. It is just walking around grabbing chickens. Like, okay, I gotta save chickens from robots. That's just... I always wonder how people get to ideas, you know? Like, what's the process that... Like, what's your video game gonna be? It's like, well, you know, especially, like, back then, it's like, well, what's possible was very limited. It's not like, you know, at this point in time, you're gonna go, well, you know, you're like a fledgling mafioso who's, you know, trying to take on a major crime syndicate in a rendered city that we've got. Like, that's not happening. Like, you weren't... That wasn't even an idea that you were possibly able to have. Goodbye, Freddy. So just like, well, what can we do? It's like, well, we can have a little guy walk around, and it's like, okay. What can you pixel draw? What can we get to look like something on the fucking screen? Chickens. Can you do a robot? Nope. Well, that's fine. I mean, what's a robot look like really? You know, T800's a robot. Alright, 1992, but there does appear to be some, like, there's some oomph behind this one. This isn't a Freddy and a chicken situation. You got him. Speaking of T800s, very... See, here's another way to have ideas. Steal existing ones. Like, you can just copy the opening of Terminator. I don't know if Venus would make a great frontier. Really? Yeah. 900 degrees. Clouds made of acid. Like, I live in, like, the tropically bits of Australia, and I will tell you that that seems worse. I mean, is the buried secret a switch that says, like, fix this shit or make it like Earth? Or it could be giant fucking Venus worms. We don't know. Oh, naming wasn't ready. That guy looks like a territory wrestler from, like, the mid-80s. Like, not a jobber because he's got an actual physique, but, like, not a big guy either. It's the hair, you know? Instead of reporting his find to the authorities, fucking Buzz Sawyer decided to try and figure out how to make the strange ship work. Oh, it's the Tau. Fair enough. For the greater good. Due to a deranged fluke, our first emissary to the alien worlds is a guy whose finisher is the heart punch. There have been a few too many Logginses. 2 Loggins in 2 days is too many. The thing is, a guy that looked like that, when he finally got his, like, you know, when he finally got his name, would call himself, like, Master Seducer or Lady Magnet or something. Like, the amount of fucking, like, I don't know, maybe it was just different in the South in, like, the fucking early 80s. The standards of male beauty were just, you know, not as we know them. Where's this going? Alright, look, okay. Just a fucking slow retelling of The Expanse. Fuck. Alright, so I've won a fucking... That whole thing, like... That entire fucking journey was just getting... Is it like... Please just be a fucking point-and-click adventure game. Ah! This looks like the debug screen for an actual point-and-click adventure game. You know, like... There was that other one that was like this, too, and I can't remember what it was. But, like... You know, like, it's got all the stuff that if you mouse over it, it'll go bing, and, like, tell you that you're touching a thing. And there's, you know, it's like I've accidentally run this through the fucking Game Maker engine. You know, so it's like, oh, here's all the bits and pieces. Oh, look, there's some little Easter eggs and things in there that I could fucking... I didn't stare at a belt buckle and a fucking skullet for that. You know, I'm upset with that now. Ah, God damn it. Not images folder. Introductory offer. Free hint booklet enclosed. Interact with alien races. Including one that looks like several dragons having an orgy. There might be dragon orgies in space, you don't know. I'm actually disappointed that there isn't just a solid picture of, like, fucking... Sex McRad cool. Imagine the first person to, like, to meet the aliens or something is just like this chud. Like, that's our first step forward. The rest of the universe would probably be like, yeah, no, look, we don't put too much stock in, like, the first thing, because you're not in charge of it. Like, the first fucking meeting might be, like, your planet's greatest lunatic. Like, you know, there's always this, alright, we gotta, like, let's try and see what the fucking rest of them are like. Yeah, like, the fucked up hairline thing really is, like, it's, again, like, you can look perfectly good bald. Just shave it all, you'll be fine. You know? We've established this, you know? Bruce Willis paved that fucking way. That man walked that path, alright? Follow it. Follow in that man's footsteps. Fucking torn on that one. I hate that fucking screen. It's just the ugliest, least pleasant looking thing to fucking ever want to enter. Like, it's hideous. I'll leave it for now. If nothing else, I want to get a picture of Skullet fucking Loggins and it. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea what I'm going to experience here. This is terrifying. There is so much happening. There is so much. Cineplay is interesting. It's not on a CD though, so I don't think we're getting an FMV game, which is a shame, because if that was an FMV game, I'd be probably more excited. I hope this is it. That is one little detail I like about Altered Carbon, you know, it's just... What happened? Well, we found the alien technology, but they were gone, so, like, Let's build, like, fucking invincible backup hard drives for the back of your head. Harry the Subhuman, as himself. Please just be a point-and-click adventure game. Don't try anything weird, don't give me fucking strange layers and nonsense. Don't overthink this. You've already got live-action film unit. Alright, look. Claymation sculptors. Too many people were hired for this. This feels like a boom time, a boom period, you know, game. Okie dokie. Is that supposed to be the White House? I don't think there's like an insane jungle.
You will work now, Avery Zed. You are fully thawed. We have given you a weapon. I direct you to find the criminal.
You're the robot, you do it. I'm sleepy.
Ah, I'm dying!
Shall I inject you with a powerful sedative, Mr. Zed?
Please.
No needles, Bolthead. I'm back in the saddle now. I could use a belt.
Improved elastic technology has rendered weight support unnecessary,
I
sir.
mean whiskey, you cunt.
Right. Look, fun's fun, but what the heck is going on? Where are we? The Amazon?
What have I done with myself? I don't know. I think I might have to go like a ship of Theseus route, where it's like a slow migration. Just so I can maintain some degree of cognitive continuity. I don't like the idea of an edit being in there, you know.
Wising off, huh? Only thing worse than a bot is a lippy bot. This ain't my home.
This is the Earth.
Avery, danger. Red Knight approaching. We must evade.
Red Knight? Sunsets don't spook me, you screwy bot. Whoa, now I'm paying attention.
Hop on, Avery.
Guess I got no choice.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to fight that guy. I said,
Hit
hop
it.
on. It's a Yoshi! An epic cinematic adventure set in the ruins of Washington, D.C. Okay. The Smithsonian is a futuristic palace filled with dangerous robots and an intriguing mistress. Should name it the Smithsonian. Lifelike cinematic images. Action-packed story by a professional screenwriter who shall remain nameless. Live actors and claymation characters. From the creator of the California Raisins. Point-and-click control allows you to play without typing. You know, this has legs. When was this? 91. Or is that no? That's Cineplay. I mean, look, credit where it's due. This is 91. I mean, this predates a lot. Like for 91, that's insane. I mean, that there was speech at all. Fucking miracle. Disc 1 of 3. Fuck off. I feel like this predates Whedon, like, by a bit. When did he start? When was Buffy? Because I know the movie was fairly early. I mean, I'm keeping that. It's fascinating. Freedom. Rebels in the dark. Oh, fuck yeah. Denim. This is a yacht rock album that goes a little too hard for your mum, you know? It's just a little too aggressive at times. Oates after he finally defeats Hall. Okay. The bar on the right went down. That's interesting. Free DC. That's an interesting game. What an interesting title. What a fucking fun thing. What a hell yeah. Not enough Muriels getting about these days. Night is falling over the prosperous Grand Parnasse plantation, and the slaves under their supervisor's thumb have left the carts of Cain and gone. The carts of Cain. And gone back to their huts. Meanwhile, the owner sips his rum on the veranda, and the director rubs his hands. The plantation makes a considerable profit. The accountant finishes his records. There are 200 casks of sugar piled up in the buildings. The supervisor is worried that the lashes of his whip are no longer enough to keep the rhythm in the fields. The wind of rebellion is blowing over the row of the Negroes' huts, but who would dare become the leader of a rebellion? Something about consult the color chart after the phrase Negro huts that just... What color is the box? Fanatical, rebellious, defiant. Let's consult the fucking... Am I choosing a character? Is that what this is? Fire setting. I only have a 28% in fire setting. I don't know about that. Who has a low fire setting, really? I mean, like, I understand making fire, but I can set, once fire is around, touching shit with it's a relatively simple process. Okay. Fuck, this is weird. Like, there's like the hint of a mouse, but then just not. Ooh, pathfinding, movement. Okay. Fucking, why have something that looks like a mouse pointer and then just not let me fucking do that? You know, why? That is wild. Dolly Parton is a fucking producer of Buffy. That's fucking amazing. Kind of makes sense, but like, still. I do really want to see a movie where Dolly Parton and Elvira are neighbors. Or sisters having to share a house. You know, I think like Elvira is the Twilight version of fucking Dolly Parton. Like, if you're gonna try and fucking use video games to teach people about, like, Caribbean rebellion movements, try and make the game a little better. Just a little more accessible, you know? They made, like, you know, they had to pay back the slave owners. Like, slaves didn't get reparations, the owners did. Freetress. I wonder what this will be. It's that real 80s thing, and you know, one of the absolute fucking paragons of it was Vince McMahon, where like, in order to be good at fighting, you just had to be the bulkiest fucking monstrosity around. Get ready. Alright, look, what's so free about this, man? You know? Alright, can I find the... Alright, well, there's no fucking mouse, so that's a shame. Oh, there's no controller. Ah, fucking piss. What's rotate? Shit! The fuck's rotate? I'm assuming it's free because I didn't have to pay for it. I'm assuming that's the fucking thing here. 99. Fuck you, 99. Freezer Frenzy! Look at that angry little guy. It's like angry Kirby. Okay, instructions. Pangy's summer job is stacking boxes of frozen food in the freezer. Unfortunately, a recent delivery of ice was contaminated with the eggs of ice-eating spongs. So they like water. You know, look at this genius game. Left is left. Brilliant. Some of them don't even do that. That thing don't look right. What am I supposed to be? Alright, look, I don't... Is that killing it? God fucking damn it. It's just those mining games again. It's like, what graphic, what can we do? We can make something touch a fucking box. We can't program jumps yet. That's, you know... I hear in Japan they're fucking mastering that technology, but, like, we're a ways off. Freshwater fish, fuck. There probably will be a version of Tetris for every fucking thing. There's just a Tetris for fucking every mood. Every possible means of bothering me slightly. Okay, alright. Freshwater fishing. Fishing? Guess not. Ah, fuck, I don't want to edit the lake. Fish config. Fish mantits. Goodbye. God, look at that. To be fair, those graphics were probably like years of work. This door is not registered. Okay. Be careful, he's pulling the drag. This door is not registered. Shopping trolleys are hard to push sometimes. Alright, that's from 1995, so I take that back. That should be better. Getting a kind of Calypso Friday I'm in Love by The Cure popping into my head now. Okay. fall down. Is that it now? Do I have, what the fuck? Okay, I thought that was an actual, like, monkey. Did I win? The best thing about this is it's a Russian game that had an Australian distributor. So someone like saw this and was like, "Hey, you know what's worth giving an international release to? A game that doesn't even have a thing that tells you you win." Like, I'm pretty sure the goal is to get the coconuts into the either a gorilla that's got unfortunate shades of humanity or just some top quality racism. I mean, I think he's like, is that a husker or something? I thought they did that with like machetes if you were doing it like the old fashioned way. We'll never speak of it again. Friendly. I think if you have to emphasize friendliness in big letters, that's just a concern, you know? Are you ready for friendly? The friendly! I'll have you know I'm very friendly. Okay. Shooter, Hopper, Robot War, Gorilla. Just the one. Just the one. Alright, so it's... Motherfucker. Good God. This was graphics for a while. You know. I think it's Robotron. Yeah, these are all like... come a long ways from fucking, you know, in the time that I've been alive. Do I have to? Oh, hell yeah. Friendly word. Doom. Killer Maze, Nevada Dice. I don't think you can have just 2 intro menus be a thing. Like, that's not like... Killer Maze. I gotta see what that is. No. Like, I am using the cursor arrows, you mutt. North. This is what, you know, fucking Purgatory is. This is millennial purgatory. I'll be looking at this just like, alright, I gotta figure out my way out of that fucking shitty screensaver maze that they had. Then I get to meet Jesus. I need a game with graphics. Love of God, I need a game with fucking graphics. Frightmare. Right. If I were in any position with the Pal World thing, I'd have cashed the fuck out. I don't think they've got it in them to maintain. It'll be a huge surge, a massive collapse. The second some dumb thing you've knocked together suddenly becomes hugely famous and gets you fucking shitloads of money. Just like, alright. Toodle fucking ooh. You can deal with this shit. Because I am right the fuck out. Alright. Well, we found out what space does. Does nothing do anything here? Is this some kind of prank at my expense where I'm being teased? Nah, fucking fine. Alright. I mean, it looks like there's a fucking thing, like, you know, it seems simple enough. Go to sleep at midnight, wake up at 8. But just when you think it's safe to close your eyes, something happens. Everything you've always feared starts to move, slouching out of the deepest recesses of your mind. Stockpile dream bullets! Maybe it was the pizza. Oh, there actually is an in-game fucking... Couldn't I have played that? Huh? Couldn't I have... Am I so bad I don't even deserve a bad dream? Fripp. Welcome to Fripp. Fripp? Yeah, like, so help me God if I dumb luck my way into, like, a bajillion dollars. You're not seeing me again. Getting as much, especially because in that initial thing too, you can cash the fuck out for way more than that thing will end up being worth. People will be like, oh, this is the next fucking bajillion dollar idea, and look, maybe it is. Who fucking cares? You know, you end up in that weird situation where you're like not exactly rich, you're just existing in that weird bubble of potential value and infinite debt. And you know what? I'd rather just cash the fuck out. Give him a couple of hundred fucking million. I mean, I'd probably still do this, but, you know, I think I'd take a different attitude into it. I was going to say, are you ready to fripp? And apparently we're not. Habla no fripp? There's just no fripp. Fripp looks like something. There's no fripp. No one was able to get into fripp. There's a video of fripp. There was no fuck. There's no fuck. When there's no stills, no one managed to get this to fucking work. Ah, fuck me. Frightmare was Jeffrey Combs' first movie. I have to look into that. I do love me some Combs. Let's see what a year did to that. Let's see what kind of ray tracing fucking shit we can. Someone should do that. Someone should jump into these old guys. Let's fucking put some ray tracing in there. Let's put some fucking. It's just transgender colors. What the fuck? Who cares? Color or black and white television or composite monitor. Color or monochrome high resolution monitor. There's my frog. Okay, there appears to be some kind of current. And we'll never speak of them again. Oh, Jesus, just stop doing this to me. What is this? What's going on? This is just like Chinese checkers or some shit. Because, like, my bet is Palworld don't last. Because I don't think they're going to be able to, like, a lot of it at the moment is novelty. Whereas a lot of the lingering fucking thing of Pokemon is a sense of actual connection. I do hope it fucking, I really hope it shocks fucking Nintendo and Game Freak or whatever deranged triad of, let's just skip to 1993. In my head, they're playing Kurt Angle's theme. Well. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, getting so much done with absolutely zero clue is impressive. But, again, you know, like, particularly, like, if I succeed doing something I'm very good at and know it and am, like, comfortable with it, that's one thing. But boy, that dumb luck factor. If I bumble into something, like, if I draw something and then everyone wants it and it's like a fucking, you know, $10 million painting or whatever the fuck, I'm not immediately then going to think I can paint another $10 million painting. I know I don't know how I did that first one. And I know I'm not going to be able to replicate it. So that's going in a nice, slow, boring fucking Bond account, and I'm just gonna relax. It's gonna take the fucking edge off the rest of this, you know. Okay. It looks like it has graphics, but it could be a tactical sim. Yeah, but I'm not an idiot. Which is what makes life so much of a fucking drag. Knowing yourself.
The dawn of the 21st century spurred the governments of the world to a new spirit of democratic change.
Not practically useful,
and the media
really.
proclaimed the 21st century to be the century of the global economy. After 15 years...
I'm going to go back so we can see the rest of that, but this is not going to be a fun game, is it? Nothing that starts out with global economy discussion is going to be like just let's blast shit with tanks.
And the media proclaimed the 21st century to be the century of the global economy. After 15 years, the EEC, European Economic Community, finally pulled together and began competing in the world market with a vengeance. Other governments began to panic.
That historical
After
meeting
10
kind of
years,
looks like when you
the
see early
conglomerate
photos
governments
of
finally
those comedy
formed
trios.
economic partnerships,
You know,
while at the same time developing their
like
own identities
workaholics
as
and
large
shit.
nations. In the golden dozen years from
Derek comedy.
2028 to 2040, the people felt united in a quest for world peace through economic enrichment.
GameCube.
For the first
big black
time,
dildo.
man felt that there was a long-term chance for peace. Then, a group emerged, composed of individuals who had amassed untold wealth and power in the world market. These men and women were convinced that they could run things more efficiently than the governments that had provided the environment for
Bold
their
of you to
wealth.
think that there'd be women
After
in that
4
group.
years of drought and bickering over world grain prices, the huge government machines had lost track of the everyday
That is
needs of
pretty
the many
funny, yeah.
nations that they oversaw. And
The
the
year
powerful
is
and wealthy
2041.
renegades formed into cartels, each with its own
I'm
private mercenary
nearly
army,
60, and
each with sights
coming to the
trained on
conclusion that
world-scale
once I get to
revolution.
60, I'm just allowed to kill
Comparing
people.
themselves to Napoleon, Alexander the Great, and other benevolent dictators of the past, the cartels mobilized
not
on the
60.
100th anniversary of
80,
Pearl Harbor,
I could see myself just,
unleashing their huge
yes,
private
I'm just allowed
armies
to
on the
now.
sleeping forces of the world. December 7th, 2044.
Alright, now this one fucking kicks in. I don't know, maybe it is a fucking dumb game. The future of combat is now! We've photoshopped a fucking fat guy in front of our tank. Fuck it is. Fucking look at it. Tank squad commander in the heat of battle. Full scenario builder and editor. We're talking pure tactical fun here. I knew it. Your game doesn't have fucking ages of conversations about how the economy led to your war if you're gonna make your war game fun. It's not for that. It's not for me. Front page spots. You won't be able to afford a house at 60 still. Like, that'll be the time to see if I can really, like, extend my life by, like, absorbing someone's death energy. I don't think eating them will do anything. That'd be one of those things that the X-Files has to deal with. Once every 20 years, a weirdly similar murder. Although, see, the thing is, I wouldn't be dumb enough to do a similar fucking murder. See, I've seen X-Files. Yeah, I don't want to use the fucking joystick. I don't want player 2 to use the joystick either. Oh, look, please just be... Alright. Okay, exhibition play, that's a good start. Quick start, okay. I mean, I still maintain making shit look like the fucking, you know, Apple OS desktop or whatever is just not, you know, it's not inviting. Alright. No. Oh, fucking why isn't there a goddamn fucking auto map for this? It's baseball. I don't fucking, you know. I like not doing anything. I think I am doing. Okay, I think maybe I actually do. Cause it feels like I'm a fucking manager here. You know. Okay, it's like swing. Okay, so can I? Okay. Oop. Okay, so that's. I've got like. Out. This feels weird. It feels like halfway between a management sim and like an actual fun video game for humans. That cannot be fucking good for your rotator cuff. Like, cricket's bad, but at least the bowling action has kind of a smooth follow-through, you know? Colorado admits team managed by computer. Coaches say it's in the stats. You know what's not in the stats? Fun. I'd rather get Big Hurt again. What is that? Baseball 94? Yep. Alright. And that game was big and hurt. Are they all gonna be these fucking things? Is it all for fucking... Then fell down the QAnon hole. Huh. I don't feel like there's a solid correlation there, but like, or, you know, a solid relationship there, but like, that is interesting. QAnon hole, it's such a weird fucking thing. Like, one thing I hate about all of this shit is I reading about it or something, and it's like, you know, like that, you know, I read and listen to a lot of things about sort of cults and, you know, this kind of emergence of things like QAnon and shit, but like, there's always this, you know, it can happen to everybody. It's like, no, it can't. And I think you're skipping an important detail of understanding it if you keep thinking that it's just something that can happen to every single human. Because it's visibly not true. Not every single human is doing this. Hell yeah. Quick start. Oh, the fucking little... You know what? Credit where it's due. The little fucking guy ran when you moved him left and right. That's, you know... Am I not allowed to... Is it Buffalo's doing it? What's going on? Fucking just never fucking goddamn... Receive, kick. Why mouse no work? Failure leads to hate. Hate leads to the Q-hole. If you want more realism, you'll have to suit up on Sunday afternoon. Bob Golick. Some of the names of these creatures are so fun. Like, I know Gonk wasn't the dude's name, but the fact that he got called Gonk is just very funny. Over 8,000 frames of animation. NFL, like, Gridiron's only fun when it's NFL Street. That's fun. You know? Playing fucking Gridiron in, like, a fucking concrete parking lot. As it should be. Crack. This game is patched. Okay, cool. Neat. Neato. Intro run. There we go. Let's fucking play some football. Let's jump into the concussion engine. Is the Super Bowl on? Is that what's happening? Well, I mean, look, if that's not going to get it to speed up, then... Full English version. What other language would it be in? Dutch? I'd hope it is. It's the silliest language to look at written down. And here. They're just gonna have to ditch it at some point. They really are. Whole rest of the world's gonna be laughing at them. I'm just gonna have to go, well, that's the end of this. Like, it's the same name as the little cube droids from fucking Star Wars. Like, depending on, like, what is fucking... Oh, no, it's demo. I don't want demos. What.exe? RBJoy. I don't want to install it. Fun! I don't want to do this anymore. Fucking, I don't like this fucking front page sports situation. Let's see if this one just works. Punt. Sack. Sure. You just got sacked. So much. So many rules. Like, is it true that the rule book for that fucking thing's like 300 pages long? 'Cause that's insane. It's so insane. Like, God, he's coming right at me. Ah, it's doing that same thing.
Heads! It's heads!
Okay. I'm assuming this is
Ready,
like
ready.
Hey, look, there's an actual fucker. There's some gameplay. All right. Okay. Am I steering these dudes? Seems to be going kind of automatically. Oh, good job, little champ.
Down.
I don't know. This feels like it's another strategy one, you know? Which, honestly, again, makes sense for what the sport is. It's a tabletop strategy RPG, but, like, just with helmet dudes. We're coming so close to Fuck Quest, but we're not going to get there today. Tomorrow's Fuck Quest. Two. Game Tech. Was that Konami? David Brabens. Okay. Ross recommended. Okay, let's start with Ross. Who doesn't like some Ross? I found shoot. What's going on? Okay. This is like... Isn't this like the fucking ancestor of like the modern Elite fucking games or some shit? Like, isn't this like it's a full tilt thing where I've got to like I got yelled at by the police for shooting my fucking gun on the ground, so I feel like that's what this is. Due to the author's interest in astronomy, all the planets and moons of our own star system and others, around 1 billion, are generated in accordance with current theories of planet formation. Play the game in a variety of ways, including manning your spacecraft through massive 82 basic missions, or play without risking the missions at all. I mean, look, good for them. You know, I'm sure it was fun for the early autistics. But I don't want to be. I don't play video games to be yelled at the police for discharging weapons on the street. Okay, I can live that fantasy. Ross in Friends was like, you know, if you treat the Friends like a combiner, Ross was like the centerpiece. You know, everyone else was a limb. Except Phoebe, she was like the chest piece. She was kind of optional, didn't really need to be there. I mean, it's worth it, but like, you know, if you have to not get one for the collection. You know, Chandler and Joey were the legs. $600 credit fine again. I didn't mean to do that. Brabens. Be the first human to fly an alien spacecraft. Enjoy full motion video on the PC CD-ROM version. Like a good read? Journals are available at every spaceport. The press show an interest in your progression through the game and have no problem washing your dirty laundry in public. Go deeper and deeper into the unknown. The industry showered it with awards, including the BBC Live and Kicking Game of the Year. That needs to make a comeback. Bye. Fruit salad. What's Frontline? Is that that? Whatever. More feature complete than Star Citizen. That doesn't surprise me. They'll still be funding that thing when we actually have Star Citizens. Oh, okay. It's like that fucking... I mean, like, I don't... Alright. I need something to penetrate the outer rim. Fuck. Look, double fuck. Look, what do you want from me here, you know? That sound effect was from... It's in the start of fucking... Primal Rage. I'm kind of curious as to what that sound effect is now, actually. Well... That's a fruit salad for you. Oh, Lord. Do they have the manual? Oh, they do too. I wonder how long this is. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, look at it. Look at us go. Meow. Quick start. There's no such thing as quick start. Don't insult me with your quick start. Well, fun as that is, you know, it's not fuck quest. Richard. I think whoever made this should be on a list. Just preemptively arrested for being fucking creepy. But that's a tomorrow problem. Boy, is it a tomorrow problem. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, everything's a tomorrow problem. Today's problems are just insurmountable. Oh, Christ. Which is the one? It's not Elite. I mean, I know Elite's big. It's the EVE Online. That's right. Isn't that the most successful one where you get to actually be in space? Because, like, you do stuff and things genuinely happen and there's, like, you know, some actual shit going on that is user-generated. Like, that's the thing. With those things, you gotta get to that critical mass of, like, enough cunts in there doing shit that it sort of starts to sustain itself. I think a lot of them try to sort of skip some of that building process, you know. They want to just jump straight to like, well, we've got an online population of 1 million and we make all the money. Nobody's patient, you know? Nobody's like, hey, you know, maybe we'll get to like that later. Well, especially these days, you know? Like, I can download some fucking Unreal, fucking Unity fucking assets and put together something that looked like something. It wouldn't be. It'd be a fucking con. But I can also look innocent, so, you know. I tried. There is also Star Trek Online. I didn't even know that. You know, I don't... Part of what makes video games fun is the finiteness. It's the fact that they are completable. If I can get I can finish it. I can get the best thing. You know? I can find the best weapon. I'll be like, alright, I have that now. I have the sword. I don't derive any pleasure from just like, well, there's a near innumerable, you know, fucking list of noun verb weapons that are all kind of interchangeable, or one of them's got acid powers, and it's just like, that's here. That's life. You know? I could get like a fucking, I could probably make those gel blaster gel balls out of something toxic, you know? Like, oh, it's got toxic powers. I could piss in one probably. And they probably tell you not to do that, but you know, you can't suppress my science. You know, a good dehydrated asparagus piss too. Something where it's just like, you're not going to be like, is that piss? You're going to be like, that's piss. And have some fun for the next family get-together. No one will blame me for the piss. They'll blame the children. Especially because they're the ones that are going to stink like piss balls. You know, that's like, what's the best gun? And it, like, even then, you know, it's like in Doom. They got like lots of guns, and like, all right, the BFG 9000 is the best gun, but also it's you know, it's not like you just get best gun ammo fucking here, there, and everywhere. You get some. You have to use it strategically. There's still thought involved. It just depletes any sense of reward. It's like, here's some more shit. Like, oh, yeah. Here's another fucking thing. You know, you got limitation and rarity creates specialness. Can't just, here's another fucking gun. Ah, yeah, I'll chuck it on the pile. I'll sell it at the thing. I'll just continue leveling up the fucking thing that I've already got and have spent most of the game knowing how to use, so I don't have to, like, fucking... You know, that was the other problem with, like, a lot of the other... You know, any game where it's just like, here's a physical thing, here's a sword or an axe or whatever the fuck. It's like, alright, look, okay, now I've got this thing, but also, do I want to spend time fucking leveling this fucking thing? And then having to learn how to use a whole different goddamn weapon, you know? Or do I just put it into the thing I've got? You know, you can't be giving me this shit this late in the fucking game and expecting me to give a fuck. I'm just gonna keep using my fucking Blades of Chaos, thank you. Chaos! Alright. Oh, look at that. Back up to 308 members. Gonna assume... I like, you know... Why don't you figure out how to fucking use it? But let's face it, all evidence suggests otherwise. Children of the piss. Yeah. Games as a service if you're talking about the platform as a service. You know, if you're talking about like a storefront or something, like that's one thing. To try and turn every individual game into this endless money harvesting fucking gotcha is just dumb. Like you can actually make money making just a game. You know, places appear to be doing. There are billion companies appear to manage that. Maybe a little DLC. You don't need to. You know, you can just go. This is the game. We'll do some like, you know, like we'll have like a path of like fucking updates if the thing's fucked up. You know, we'll be doing error testing and whatnot. That's fine. But otherwise, we're gonna go away. We're gonna try and work on some other fucking game in the meantime. You know, we're gonna take some of this. We're gonna produce another bespoke experience. Not gonna be like, hey, did you complete your fucking dailies? No. This is supposed to be for enjoyment. Yeah, somewhere out there's 3 people that think they're like gaming the system by like saying they're gonna pay us and then not, and getting access to, I don't know, precisely fucking 0. I don't know. I try to make this simple. I do. To little to no avail. And tomorrow we've got Fuck Quest. I mean, look, if nothing else, it does kind of like just get to what Leisure Suit Larry was about, you know? Like no frills. What's this? It's a fucking horny creep. Fuck Quest. Won't even be good. Oh yeah, like I'm certain the fucking, you know, games as a service thing is torture for most of the fucking devs. Like for some that are like, we have a fucking idea and this is our plan and this is what we'd like to do, you know, from the ground up. There are some that will work. Like particularly if you're gonna, you know, there are some that sort of by their nature kind of have to function in that way, you know? Like a competitive competitive games mostly need this persistent contact. Like I don't want Capcom working on Street Fighter 7 just yet, you know? Like a competitive fighting game requires this sort of approach. I mean, I still think like the Mortal Kombat approach to it is ghastly. I hope whichever fucking chode is responsible for those decisions gets sewn into a barrel so we can all throw fruit at him. But like, you know, there's always like, alright, you gotta fucking, if not bug fix, there's gonna be balance. You know, you can never balance test your game better than a fucking massive global community of people just desperately trying to fucking break it. You know, the same goes for like your fucking first-person shooter things, where it's just, you know, it lends itself to this. It lends itself to waves of DLC. It lends itself to constant sort of contact and monitoring, and a lifespan of about 5 or 6 years or whatever the fuck. You know, fine. And then there's some shit where it's not supposed to go that way. The main character and the dev in Fuck Quest have the same name. I know authors that use subtext, and they're cowards. Alright. Go watch Garth Marenghi's Dark Place if you haven't, and then after that, watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.